Hello everyone, I'm Carlos.
I'm Shander. Today we are going to tell you about the economics in the infamous Disney film Toy Story.
Before we tell you about the economics in Toy Story, let us first give you a background about this lovely film.
Toy Story is a computer animated film that first commenced in 1995. This is produced and distributed by two animated film giants, Pixar Animated Studios and Walt Disney Pictures.
The plot of this movie is based on the concept that the toys we love are alive. The main character of this movie is a cowboy doll named Woody and the Space Ranger action figure named Buzz, both owned by Andy. Woody and Buzz, together with their gang of toys, go out in the real world for an adventure that challenges and changes them.
Let us start with the simplest economic principle, the supply and demand. In the film, we see that the supply of Buzz action figures is high while the supply for Woody dolls is quite low. Because of the low supply of Woody dolls, Al, a toy collector character, had a market with a high demand for a Woody cowboy doll. Knowing that the supply for the Woody dolls is low and the demand is high, Al was able to sell Woody at a buyer that was willing to pay a high price. In this situation, we see the law of supply and demand where it shows how supply and demand can affect the price of an object.
The next economic principle present in the film is the law of diminishing marginal utility. All throughout the series, we see that the interest of Andy in these toys continuously depletes. Just look at this compilation to see what I'm talking about. In the first movie, we see Andy as a child that is always playing with his toys. When we reach the second movie, we see that Andy has grown up and we see that he plays with fewer toys, and we even see him go to camp and not play with his toys. The third part of the trilogy arrived and we see that Andy is ready to go to college, and of course he doesn't play with his toys anymore, to the point that he gave it away. Here we see that the use of product for Andy diminishes over time. It is simply saying that the interest or utility of these products saturate as time passes by.
Another economic principle that is somehow present is the tragedy of the commons. Andy's toys went to a school with the interest of being used as a toy, but all toys there wants to be played by the kindergarteners and not the preschoolers. Because of the individual interest of the toys at the school, the area of the kindergarten students was overdosed, therefore the people had to remove some toys. Technically, there was overconsumption in terms of the toys used. The number of children is not proportional to the number of toys, so in a way, the toys excluded other toys from their interest of being played by the children. In a sense, we can also see unemployment in the film. For the toys, the means of being employed is being played by children. In the third film, Andy stopped playing with his toys, which made the toys somewhat unemployed. We see the unemployed toys locking off in the attic with their productivity at an all-time low.
Apart from this, we can also constantly see the use of opportunity cost all throughout the movie. It was especially in the third movie where Woody decided if he should go with the group or if he should just stay. He knew that Andy would bring him to college, but he still chose to go with the group, and he even risked not being brought by Andy. In the end, he was given to another child along with his group. Another example is his decision if he will be in the museum or at Andy's bedroom. Woody chose Andy, and in that situation, there is opportunity cost since he gave up the chance to get the potential gain of attention he wants from other people.